Nice well videos. We're in Torrevieja, Costa Blanca on a great glorious day in November, and we're going to give you all the latest news. And unfortunately someone lost their life on a scooter the other day, but we've got good news if you're looking at a discount tourist, because the government in Murcia are doing a good old deal on the tourists half price. We'll catch you up to date with all that kind of latest news. We've had a few little earth tremors here in Costa last week. And the other bit of news we've got going on as well, big police chase here in Torrevieja. Lots of damage, people got slightly injured. So we'll catch you up with all the latest news. We'll take a walk along the Promenade here. You've got the crazy beach just over there. We're going to come along and we're going to take a walk up the Cura beach and let you know all what's been going on this week in the news. So make sure you watch it to the end. And when I said a glorious day, well, this is what it was like this morning when I got up at 6 o'clock. The sun was coming up, absolutely beautiful. And yeah, temperature today on the Costa Blanca here in Torrevieja, 27 degrees in the shade. Not bad, is it, for November? And the rest of the week we're looking around 23, 24 degrees. So yeah, spectacular weather. That's why I say come and live the dream in Spain. As you know, we cover all the latest news, property views, property areas, and everything you need to know. Basically, if you move to Spain, from visas, solicitors, you need help, and with tours, we do the whole lot. We do a lot on this channel, and we've had a few new members this week as well, channel members. We've had Philip and Michelle, so yeah, they've joined the rest of the channel members that get to see the videos early. Of course, you don't have to be a channel member. You can still support me by becoming a subscriber, because a lot of yous are not subscribed and you're watching all my videos. And I mentioned, yeah, it don't cost nothing. Just hit that subscribe button and always drop us a comment. And another big thank you as well to the super thanks from Mick and Carl, really appreciate. And coffees, yeah, we had 10 coffees from Rob and Anne, who bought down in Los Alcaferes. Yeah, great little complex there, the Road of Golf. And Darren bought 3 coffees. Yeah, big thank you to all the support we've been having this week. But yeah, what's been going on in the news? Well, we've had a big police chase here in Torrevieja. And yeah, we've been watching it for a while. The police, these individuals up to no good with drugs and nightclubs and everything, monitoring the cars. This police chase went all through the back streets of Torrevieja, zigzagging, police chasing them all over the place, ending up in Orihuela Costa. A couple of individuals, 23 and 25, were eventually caught after hitting and damaging many cars, caravans, and a few people, pedestrians, got a little bit minor injuries. But yeah, really severe police chase. They end up abandoning the vehicle and doing it on foot. And yeah, one of them did have a little struggle with the police officer did get I don't know why they're messing about with the police here. They don't mess about with people here, they're all tooled up and everything. But yeah, they give the policeman a hard time that arrested him. And yeah, they're down, they're caught. And they did find loads and loads of drugs on them. They did chuck a bag out the car while they was getting chased. Some bags, and I mean loads of bags of grams of hashish on them, with money as well, 300 odd euros. But they were being monitored for a long time. So loads of damage. They're getting charged for all kind of offences basically. So yeah, finally caught that. But Torrevieja, we don't get that sort of trouble here as a norm. So that is what's been happening here in Torrevieja, apart from the beautiful weather. And we did miss all the storms that I did report. And if you are coming to Spain and you're using Ryanair, yeah, it's all changed as from next week. They'll be no longer be able to use the old paper boarding cards. That's all stopped. It's all designed to speed up the travel. If you're coming into the airports, they say it's going to make them quicker getting on the plane. And basically everyone get on time, no delays. But they're saying if you're unable, got a tablet or a phone and you can't do the digital ticket to get on the plane, it's not a problem. As long as you've done the online boarding, you'd be safe as asses, because they will print one off at the airport for free. Oh, what's going on here? Standing on these needles. Oh dear. This looks very painful. So yeah, this is what's going on in Torrevieja, up the seafront. 1 foot on the needles. Or should I say now? Look at that. Ooh. Oh, she's feeling the pain. Oh. Oh, don't. Yeah. So that is what's happening up here. We'll no doubt get the fitness club up here as well. So yeah, coming on through Ryanair, I reckon millions and millions of travellers use them, and everything's going to be a lot swifter. So don't worry, as long as you actually check in online and you ain't got a tablet, they'll sort it out at the airport. They'll give you a ticket. 206 million people used Ryanair last year, and it's going to make everything so quick and easy. And if you're thinking of travelling to Germany, well, there's some good news as well, because Ryanair have just announced they're going to be doing flights to Germany from Alicante Airport. So that's a bit of good news, isn't it? If you want to nip over to Germany from Alicante. And the other bit of news we've got to tell you about as well, which literally happened the other day, Thursday afternoon. A young girl tried to take her life on the footbridge just over by Lazinia Boulevard as it crossed over to Los Dulces, you know, that side. Just by the big school there, stood on top of the railings threatening to jump, as we've got a picture just up there. And that to call quickly the specialist team and the people that actually specialise in trying to talk the girl down from jumping. I mean, there's some mental health problems, and that is really serious at the moment, and it's getting really bad. And if you haven't seen the video, I bumped into this chap the other day, so I'll post that up there, and you can check that out at the end to raise awareness of what's going on. But yeah, she did have some mental problems. Luckily enough, apart from all the chaos she called with the traffic all around, because it all had to be closed off, police rushed there, and did manage to coach her down just on the bridge over the AP7, like I say, by the banana tree, if you know it. But yeah, good news, they managed to talk her out and get her the specialist help she needed. So that was happening down now. And the other bit of news we got, that's the old thing they're doing down in Murcia, the Bono Tourist. And you can actually register for it, and you've got up to May 2026, and they're giving you a 50% discount, but you've got to be a resident, and you can book into all these hotels they've actually collaborated with, and it's like over 120 where you can book in and get it half price. So they're saying there's like 23 hotels, Marmanor, around the Murcia region, and then you've got the north part, which the north of Spain as well, they're saying, and you can get this tourist Bono with as well. 120 rural areas, but they say once you've paid for it and you got your receipt and everything, that's when you can claim your discount of 50%, maximum of 250. But still, every little bit helps. There's lots of little retreats as well you can book. So yeah, fancy a little trip, sign up for the scheme. They do a lot of these for the pensioners as well, for the retirement, and they do little discount schemes. So Spain is pretty good with that kind of thing. I don't know if any of you people have ever applied for any of these schemes. Let us know in the comment what you think of it. I know they don't do these sort of things in England. I don't know about any other countries around Europe. They do the same thing. All to boost tourism in the winter seasons, really. That's what it's all about, and to give these people a bit of business. And there's 23 agencies as well as all these rural areas. So yeah, get in there quick, sign up for it. And the other thing we've got as well, the supermarket. We all know he's known, Mercadona's great for the Spanish, and he always gets voted top. But out of 100,000 people, consumers that were actually done on this little survey, Aldi's actually won the crown this year of the best supermarket for the discounts they give. And yeah, Aldi's on the map. And I remember doing a video the other day, if you haven't seen it, of Aldi's supermarket, and people were saying, you know, they actually shop in Aldi's, they find it cheap. Well, I'm a Mercadona shopper, and I'll tell you what, some of the products were well cheap in Aldi's. And if you don't shop in Aldi's, it's pretty good for selected shopping. If I was you, I'd check that video out and see how cheap some of the stuff is. And we got other bits of news as I reported. We got the Nations World Football over 56s and 70s going on, men and women. That was held just down the road here by the water park in Torrevieja. So yeah, Torrevieja's coming the old map for everything lately, isn't it? And this big Torrevieja City Sports Stadium, that's what it's called. Big sports stadium as well. They've got everything now. They held the walk-in football nations. And England actually done pretty well. They, I think it was like, they won like 4 of the finals. But unfortunately, France ended up topping it and winning it in the end. So the France became the winners, but there were apparently lots of people at the sports stadium and supporting them. It's all taken off here in Spain. We did do a video of the walking football, but that one was more like running. But yeah, it's getting big here in Spain. I don't know if any of you have done walking football around the world, in England, Norway, Europe, anywhere. Of course, Germany, but France, they must be doing it over there all the time because they become the winners. They won the final. So here we go. The nations walking football is going to be taking over the old Premier League, I reckon, the way things are going. I mean, England were really unlucky. They actually done really well. France only beat them in a penalty shootout. So that's how close it was. It went right down to the wire. But look at this, eh? This is 10:30 in the morning in November. And yeah, it's already creeping up to 24 degrees. Crazy. 27 in the shade. Of course, everything's given in the shade here in Spain. And the other bit of news we've got to report on, and yeah, sad news. And you know, these scooters whizzing around, these otters. People have got their own scooters, they're using the hire ones, and yeah, they go down the road the wrong way. 2 on a scooter. In fact, all the kids have got them now as they come out of school with their bags on. People are shopping with them. They are death traps. And unfortunately, someone lost their life the other day. A young person on a scooter actually collided with a vehicle and couldn't do nothing. They passed away. And I mentioned before, there are cracking down on the laws with these scooters. So if you're thinking of getting one of these scooters, you've got to remember, if they're going more than 30 miles an hour, I think it's 25 actually, I've done the video on it, you've got to have special insurance because of their classes as a motor vehicle. Nevertheless, if you've got a scooter from January, you've got to make sure that you've got your helmet, you've got eye-beast, you've got lights on it, and basically you've got to be well protected like you would if you're driving a motorbike. And these are the new laws coming in. And if you're exceeding that speed limit as well, and it's a fast one, you're going to get all the insurance papers covered you as well. So yeah, these laws are tightening up, and unfortunately wasn't in time to save this person. Everyone's seen the otters, they're everywhere, all on the side of the road. All these different rental companies, they just, yeah, leave the scooters anywhere, and people are coming over here, jumping on them, think it's a bit of fun. And you've got 12-year-olds, and then you've got the dad and the little kid on them. And of course, they don't understand the traffic laws and the rules. They're not stopping at lights, wrong way down the one-way system, cutting in and out. And more likely, it wasn't the driver's fault the other day. Yeah, it is not good news when people lose their life. So yeah, they do need to crack down on it. And they have started doing things, but I think they need to start now, because it is really, really dangerous, the amount of people on them. And yeah, it's scary. It's absolutely scary. I don't know what you think about these scooters, but yeah, they are death traps. And another bit of news we've got for you as well. In Andalusia, in Malaga, the council there down there has just reclaimed 300 flats that were being used by squatters. Of course, it should be everywhere. They should be doing this, clamping down on all these squatters just taking up the premises. They're saying they've reclaimed them for families that need them. Well, that is the problem, isn't it? We've been talking about for a long while. The tourists go home because there's nowhere to stay. But squatters don't want to pay no matter what. It's nothing to do with tourists. And Sanchez is always diverting this problem, or to divert away from his own corruption cases with his wife and everything. Comes up with these crazy ideas and blaming tourists. And the other day, the video I've done about these 12 regions they want to clamp down on tourists, which the regions are not happy because, as I mentioned, they're going to lose a lot of trade and tourists and money, which incidentally helped to the big boost of the tourists this year and the GDP. So yeah, but this tourist problem is getting sorted in Malaga because they already claimed these 300 places back. But they're not doing much down here in Torrevieja because there's quite a few flats, and just straight ahead of us, that road just up there, there's a road there with about 20 flats just for the squatters. And yeah, they need to address it. They need to get a bit tight on it. I don't know what you think, but that is why they got squatters insurance, because to cover the legal fees, because it could take up to 2 years to get them out, unless you get it quick within the 48 hours, or you employ their scoopers. It's like a group of big heavy mobs, and they will come and get them out for you, but that costs money. I don't get how they can get these people out, but the police can't. Yeah, squatters, eh? Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? And mentioned we have big problems here in Spain with squatters. So that is the latest news here from Playa del Cura beach on a nice sunny morning, scorching hot. Let us know what you think. Ryanair no longer taking the old paper, and of course all the other news that's been going on. Good news with the squatters, of course, and police catching them little rascals zooming through the streets and causing havoc and damage and everything. Drugs involved as usual. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe and always comment, because it's really good. And if you can like the video, even better, because yeah, we want to get to 20,000 subscribers by Christmas. So yeah, please subscribe and tell me that you subscribe with a thumbs up. But it's hasta luego from Torrevieja on a lovely scorching hot day again. And check that video just up there. Aldi's